Hey guys, how's it going? Well, Hurricane Erin is here, and it is starting to really fire up tonight. Things are getting serious. On satellite, the storm structure has sharpened dramatically. We can see a small eye trying to break through, wrapped in this tight ball of intense thunderstorms. High-res imagery even shows these hot towers wrapping as giant thunderclouds spinning around the center, feeding energy straight into Erin's core. Right now, the storm is pushing west-northwest at about 16 knots. It's guided by this big ridge of high pressure that's built over the weekend. It should keep the track before bending north as a dip in the jet stream opens things up and allows that steering current to push the storm more in a north direction. Models are pretty good agreement at the moment, near-term path, but later in the week there's still some spread as you'd expect because it becomes a bit more uncertain in the long term. Here's the big takeaway though. All the ingredients are in place right now for rapid intensification, which is ongoing. Warm water, low shear, plenty of moisture. Forecast guidance actually gives Erin more than a 75% chance of strengthening by at least 30 knots in the next 24 hours. The National Hurricane Center is bringing Erin to Category 4 major hurricane strength by tomorrow night. That's winds near 145 miles per hour. Beyond that, it's going to get tricky in the forecast. Still some uncertainty. Erin will probably go through some eyewall replacement cycles. It's going to be an extremely impressive storm. That's when a new eye forms and then the old one collapses. That's a eyewall replacement cycle. See these quite frequently, and they will cause a dip and then a strengthening in the storm. Storms usually weaken a bit when this happens, and then they re-intensify. But they also grow in size, and that's what's likely to happen here. Is the storm is likely to grow in size. On top of that, stronger wind shear is expected in about 2 to 3 days, which could knock Erin's intensity down a little bit. But still, this storm is likely to remain a large and powerful hurricane. Right now, though, you can see there are some big thunderstorms off in the Leeward Islands, and this is going to head into Puerto Rico. Risk of flash flooding and mudslides. Tropical storm watches are up for parts of these islands, with gusty winds and rain bands reaching these islands on today, basically. And the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico later in the weekend as the storm edges towards the west. Even if it stays offshore, which it will, dangerous surf and rip currents are going to cause issues for much of the US East Coast as those big swells spiral out from the storm and impact many coastlines, including the east coast of the US. And Bermuda is the place that really needs to stay on alert. Currently does look like Erin will move to the west of Bermuda, but there's uncertainty at that time frame, so keep a lookout for strong winds, heavy rain, high surf by midweek near Bermuda. Erin can be tracked back to the 9th of August and perhaps earlier, when a tropical wave rolled off the west coast of Africa, dragging with a surge of dust you can see off the continent as well. By the next day, a low pressure system had formed near the Cape Verde Islands and already was producing near gale force winds and heavy rain. And in fact, Cape Verde was hit pretty damn hard. More than 7.5 inches of rain fell in just 5 hours in South Vincent. The flooding claimed 9 lives, and 5 more people went missing, and over 1,500 were displaced. The government had to declare a disaster for parts of the island, and from there the system became Tropical Storm Erin on August 11th, with winds around 45 miles per hour as it raced west. But the environment hasn't been great for the last few days. Dry air, poor conditions, Saharan dust might have played a role, made it struggle to build an inner core. And on August 12th and 13th, it kind of looked weak and disorganized. You can tell by the thunderstorms are kind of flaring and fading. But by the 15th of August, Erin had found its rhythm. The storm pulled itself together, became a hurricane in the morning, and by evening, as we are in now, strengthened into a Category 2 hurricane. And now tonight, Erin is really flexing. Satellite imagery shows the clear eye, as we mentioned, and it's rapidly intensifying. Bottom line, Erin's a Category 2 rapidly intensifying. It's going to be a big, major hurricane. Very impressive very soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.